Towan has again created another ultra-realistic diorama using his top-notch modelling skills. Luke agreed to my excising the Magnorail sectors of his video into this small tutorial for MagnorailOz viewers. Luke begins with insulation or craft foam board that I find is the easiest way to start as a baseboard. It's rigid, but it's also able to be carved and cut without affecting its structural integrity. I buy my foam board through Bunnings in Australia, but I imagine it's available worldwide in some format or another. It's sometimes available in both 3mm and 5mm thicknesses.
The road layout is traced onto the sheet. Next, excess sheet is cut away, leaving only the road areas we want. The road was again traced back onto the foam using a thick marker. This was just to make sure I'd put the Magnorail track in the correct spot and not get confused with other markings on the base. The outline of the Magnorail track is traced. It bends quite easily, even around quite tight corners. The motor is also traced out as well. To carve out the channel for the track, I'm using the Dremel with the router attachment. It truly makes adding the Magnorail system so easy. I just make sure to carefully carve the channel so when the Magnorail track is laid into the channel, it's a reasonably tight fit and doesn't wobble.
If you're using the foam board as your main baseboard, you'll need to raise it with a similar height to the board to allow for the drop-down motors used by Magnorail, or alternatively drill holes in your underlying baseboard to accommodate the motors. You'll notice that the channel has had all the side extremities cut off to create a snug fit, removing the need for any screwing or gluing of the channel. But once you've cleaned your blue chain links of any burrs, after removing them from the sprue, it's just a matter of going joining them up to the required length. If you're too short or too long to complete the link, just use the different chain lengths that are in the starter kit to make a complete circuit. Ensure that the chain though is not too tight, but also not too slack. Either way, it will mean the chain will ride up or kink and jam. The ideal test is to run your finger backwards and forwards, and if there's about a 1 centimetre movement, that's about the optimum that you need. Any more and it's too slack, any less and it's too tight. Remember also to secure a piece of acetate across the top of the motor drive sections and the return leads. There's small flathead countersunk screws included in every kit specifically for this purpose, to stop the chain from riding up. Remembering that you've got the force of the magnets above, trying to lift the track magnets up at all times. I'll put a link here to the full video if you haven't already seen it on YouTube, but I commend you to just take note of all his modelling skills. He is a fantastic modeller, and his voice is a lot more pleasant to listen to than mine, I might say. Okay, thank you very much.